Good afternoon. I just wanted to take a couple moments today and talk a little bit about how to create an effective daily plan to help get through roadblocks. So last week we talked about having a big picture vision and um, having a objective about 3 months out or so to help move things forward. Today I want to take a couple minutes and talk about once you have that objective, how you can develop an effective plan to move forward towards it. So I think this comes down into two different categories. One would be some sort of daily habit that you can do every single day that's going to move the ball forward for you. If you're learning to play an instrument, and I'm just using that as an illustration, maybe spending half an hour a day practicing is eventually going to get you to be able to play a particular musical piece. Same thing if you're trying to lose weight, get stronger, what have you. Going to the gym and cardio it X amount of times a week or doing some sort of exercise every day is going to move the ball forward. And then the other category is if there's more of a project. Let's say someone's trying to move or accomplish a really big task. So there isn't necessarily one thing every day. It's maybe spending half an hour on the project. In that case, what I think is going to be the most helpful is to basically start from the end and work backwards. So if someone's building a house, let me use a little bit different illustration. If someone is trying to find a new career, the end goal is to have a job that they can live off of and they enjoy. But to be able to do that, maybe they need to know what some of their interests are and what jobs are available so they can apply. So a step before that is maybe find out what interests them, what they're passionate about. So that might involve talking to different people in the field. It might involve taking some tests to figure out a little bit more about yourself, and then learning more about the different occupations that are out there. How do they pay? What do they actually involve? Things like that. And then from there, developing, okay, now how do I get a job in these fields? So it's breaking it down into those steps and then finding out what needs to happen. Now that you know everything that needs to happen, what needs to happen first, or what's going to have the biggest impact going forward, and then start prioritizing in that way to move forward. And then all of that should get you closer to that objective. So to summarize, it's a matter of either finding what's one task that's going to move you forward towards that objective every single day, or what's the end goal and what sorts of things you need in place before you get to that end goal. And then just break down to smaller and smaller tasks, and then look for where you're at now and what's the first thing, what's that next step I can take to start knocking out a lot of that now to-do list to move forward.